Stock Market News brought to you by Stockbrokers Zambia Limited.
Stockbrokers Zambia Limited is pleased to present its weekly stock exchange news and market update for the week ended Friday, 25th July 2025. My name is Lusekelo and I'm anchoring this week's stock market update. The Luse Stock Market Index Performance. In the trading week ended 25th July 2025, the Luse All-Share Index closed as 21,050.27 points. On a year-to-date basis, the Luse Index is up 36.33% in Kwacha terms and up 61.48% in USD terms. In comparison with other African stock markets, the South African Jesse All-Share Index is up 0.86%, whilst the Nairobi All-Share Index is down 0.47%. Gainers and losers in the week. On gainers, CEC gained 28 Ngwe and closed at 23 Kwacha 28 Ngwe. ZCCM gained 9 Kwacha and closed at 110 Kwacha. Zamefa gained 2 Kwacha and closed at 14 Kwacha. And Zafiko gained 3 Ngwe and closed at 3 Kwacha 55 Ngwe. On losers, Zambia lost 15 Ngwe and closed at 1 Kwacha 75 Ngwe. Total trading turnover on the Luse in the week was 93.68 million Kwacha, of which CC contributed 74.42%. The market recorded a total of 1,229 trades in the week under review.
Investors Diary. The Stock Market Investors Diary is brought to you by Stockbrokers Zambia. Cautionary announcements.
Standard Chartered Bank, Zambif, and Zafiko. For details of these cautionary announcements, please refer to the Stockbrokers Zambia Limited website at www.spz.com.zm. Other market announcements. The following companies have issued market announcements that can be accessed on the Lusaka Stock Exchange News Service. Bata released an AGM notice. Puma Energy released an EGM notice. That's an extraordinary general meeting. And National Breweries NatBrew released its abridged financials for its full year and AGM notice. The full announcements can be accessed on the Stockbrokers Zambia website at www.spz.com.zm.
Market summary.
Numbers are one thing, but what does this mean? To give us some insight and commentary on risk mitigation, that is what it is, its importance and how to apply it as one invests, is our guest today, Mr. Lewis Mosho Jr., a SEC licensed analyst from Vatum Capital.
Thank you for inviting me again, Lusekelo. And today's topic is quite an interesting and nuanced conversation. It should be stated for all investors to know that investing in stocks is inherently risky. The prices rise and fall in unpredictable manners, no matter how good we can try to make sense of the chaos. Therefore, understanding risk in your portfolio and how to mitigate it is an extremely important precaution to be taken. To understand how to identify the risk in your portfolio, we begin by looking at the composition of your portfolio to understand your risk exposure, understanding how the stocks in your portfolio respond to the market, and finally, looking for stocks that can reduce your risk exposure in a way that grows when the market does and stays stable when the market is declining. Risk exposure consists of taking a look at your holdings and determining how the weight or percentage of a stock makes up of your portfolio. Your broker can easily provide such a report to make it easier for you to see the stock weights in your portfolio. Ideally, you don't want too much exposure to one stock, such that it has a weight above 70%, though that is an arbitrary number. The weight threshold also depends on your risk tolerance, of which you can discuss with your broker or investment advisor to find out. Once you know your portfolio composition, you will be able to know which stocks to look out for to diversify your portfolio and mitigate risk. An example would be if you have a stock that is extremely responsive to market changes, such that if the market goes up 1%, it goes up 5%. It also means that if the market declines 1%, it will likely decline 5%. You would need to consider investing in stocks that are less reactive to market changes. All in all, this will help you curate a portfolio that can still beat the market in good conditions and preserve your money's worth in bad conditions. And that is a quick crash course into risk mitigation.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Lewis. And thank you all for listening to our Market Insight series. And for more information, feel free to follow our weekly podcast on Spotify and YouTube at Stockbrokers Zambia Limited, as well as reach us on our following social media platforms, which are open for client and or public engagement: WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Have a great week.
Investors should be cautioned that share prices may rise or fall, and therefore should always seek professional advice before investing in shares.
Stock Market News brought to you by Stockbrokers Zambia Limited.